for it. It's Curry in heel. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Santos in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Celtics. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Anthony Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Keita in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Craig is a player. How long does the excitement of a new season last?
I'd say it starts to wear off right about now. You got to start bringing your own motivation to every game, and you need to provide your own energy.
Here's Curry. And Boston with the rebound. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
Now here's Tatum after the miss from Stephen Curry. And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul.
They've got their eyes on him, calling the foul right away.
Here's Curry. Against Washington, he was really on his game. Outside Butler. Back to Curry. From downtown, it's Butler that time on the assist by Curry.
And he's had his ups and downs from distance, but Jimmy Bucket's always aggressive, looking to score.
Tatum dishes to Brown. Tatum down low. Defended by Butler. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
God, is just ridiculous. He is just an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Now here's Curry. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Richard, when you talk about Jaylen Brown, many scouts felt he'd never be a #1 level option offensively. But he's proven some people wrong.
Kevin, many scouts have been wrong many times. The question has been answered. He wasn't a great shooter when he first came into the league, and his ball handling also needed to improve. But now, both of those are strengths in his game.
And the Warriors with possession here after the basket by Boston. And Derek White picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Passes it to Santos. Butler with the ball. Oh, that's blocked. And he recovers it.
Well, look at Butler playing tricks, using that pump fake to great effect.
The Warriors shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
George Niang, he's checked in for the Celtics. Well, Greg, Boston didn't just win the title. They won their 18th NBA championship in style.
No series went more than 5, going 16-3 in the postseason, Kevin. Half of those wins were by 15 or more. The Celtics really weren't even challenged during that title run.
Here's Santos. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Simons against Curry. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. They get Stephen Curry. And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer. And now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Outside, Green. Butler passes to Santos. Down low. And Green slams it in.
How about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense. But what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the 3-ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
Warriors leading by 3. The shot by Butler, nobody around. A rebound by Simons.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Brown. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Banked in off the glass.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Healed against White. Floats one. Healed with the bucket.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Simons against Curry. It's Brown on the wing. And no good that time. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. It's a three-point game. They get the rebound. Healed. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First, guys like Buddy Hield, knockdown shooters, they are in high demand around the league.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. And the Celtics making a change here. Williams is checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Podziemski's checked in. Here's Simons. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Joe Mazzulla. David.
We talked about the respect he has for Jimmy Butler and everything that Jimmy Buckets brings to the table. He told me Butler's special. He impacts the game with the ball, without the ball, and with his defense. But he said as much of a challenge as Butler presents, we're ready. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Curry after the basket by Boston. Green kicks to Curry. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Curry's got 5 points so far. Celtics trail by 8. White looking around. Double clutches. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal
and Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one, he can shoot the ball, plus he is an all-league defender. So Derek White gives you everything you want in your backcourt.
And the Celtics making a change here. Mars is checked in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. Here's Brown. Warriors with the rebound. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
And it's Simons missing. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Green. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He has 6.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Here's Simons. Ball stolen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on White. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas. The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Here's Curry. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
Celtics trail by 18. Here's Simons. And they get it. He takes it up and lays it in. Simons has got 8.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Curry from deep three-point land. And it's White with the rebound.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Simons kicks to White. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
And Brown over to help. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Seeing where the Celtics are, they're happy with this latest stretch of games. This is the time of year for optimism. At this point, anything is possible.
Now, here's Brown. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master. And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
As Jackson Davis is checked in for Draymond Green. Warriors leading by 14. Here's Curry. And the Warriors miss again. And for the Celtics, they're shooting just about an even 40% to start. Lets it go from deep. Brown, no good. And so Curry will bring it up for the Warriors. Fires from way outside. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. We've got more in store for you right. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report. So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter, we've got Trace Jackson Davis. Hield is out there with Pajemski. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Santos in at the 3 spot. Offensive rebound. The kick outside to Butler. Knocks down the 3 ball. Butler's got 10.
3 points.
And down in the corners, Butler can be dangerous. He's pretty comfortable with that shot.
Brown dishes to Tatum. Here's Gonzalez. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Jackson Davis. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Here's Pritchard. The pass to Niang. And And again, unable to change momentum here. Warriors leading by 21. Here's Butler. Great D that time from Tatum.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Traps in the tray. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
With his touch, Tatum's a threat from anywhere.
Here's Butler. There's the drive. And it's Butler with the jam.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And you watch Jason Tatum year to year. He is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Kate is checked in, and it's White in for Jaylen Brown.
Intelligent play by Tatum, moving the ball to get an open shot.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly be compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Pass to Jackson Davis. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Butler. Clock at 6. Takes the 13-footer and another basket for Golden State.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. And here is Tatum. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta. There's the lob to the hoop. Gonzalez's shot is off.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Just go to show how tight your timing needs to be on this kind of play.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
White finds Tatum to end the run. Here's Pritchard. Jacks up a three. They grab their own miss. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's Podziemski. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Shot by Hield, nobody around. A three-pointer off the mark. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Tatum. Kata. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Richard, how do you think the game has changed since you retired?
Well, the jump shooting teams have had more success. I think the game has changed, and it allows for more Europeans. It allows for it to be more of a global game. The less physical, the more inclusive.
Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Boston on D. Now here's Butler. 26 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. Here's Post, guarded by Tatum. Post misses the shot. The Celtics shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. White, out of bounds. Golden State takes possession.
Golden State ball.
And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets. Then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Giannis Antetokounmpo and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that game against Brooklyn, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Feeds it to Butler. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. When it comes to players who like having fun, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Kevin, did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And so Butler nails both of them. And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference finals. That is a ridiculous run.
And he does it with and without the ball. Butler stuffing that stat sheet.
Tatum passes to Keita. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Clearly a foul.
For Boston, they have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And he knocks down the first one. Break since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Curry with a wide open look. No good with the triple. Boston's gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Right the pass to Keita. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game come to him.
Curry. That's good. Curry's got 12.
The better shooter you are, the quicker you become. Curry makes it so hard to guard him in these little moments. He slips past the defense.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. 5th on the list, the Celtics.
I mean, they held opponents to so few points that it allowed them to win games even when their offense wasn't clicking.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. It's Butler. Wide open. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Butler's got 13 points in just this quarter. These Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Tremendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going. And those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Jaylen Brown's checked in for Boston. And Fernie Simons comes in for Pritchard. And Golden State also making a change. Podziemski, he's checked in for Jimmy Butler. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
On its way from Curry for 2, rebounded by Tatum.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Simons kicks to Tatum. Outside, White. There's the 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. And so Green will bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
That one drops for him. Tatum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
And Post gets it to go.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Jimmy Butler has been on display for the Warriors, setting up teammates and getting buckets. He is looking as determined as ever. A chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, a big-time play throughout the first half for Jimmy Butler. He had 20 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. It's been quite a night so far for him. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
They're getting a lot out of their bench. A lot. For the most part, opponents' game plan is to take away the starters. But then, when your second unit comes in and plays with this type of intensity and torches the Nets, you've created a whole new problem for the other team.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
To be honest, them getting killed on the glasses like this is a little embarrassing. Showing no physicality, no lack of fun. This is when fans start to feel let down. Me too. When the team doesn't seem to care as much as the other team. They don't care, I don't care, Ernie. I'm out of here.
And that does it for our halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. And Fernie Simons out there with Derek White. And it's Queta in its center. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Butler passes to Santos. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The rebound by Queta. Queta's got 7 rebounds. In the game. Here's Simons. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And the basket by Curry.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
A nice shot by Simons.
And while he's not the biggest guy in the world, Simons will battle and make some tough shots like that one.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017 has come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Here's Green, and he uses the glass on the layup. Green's got 8 points.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
That's a 2 from Simons, and it goes for the 5th time in 10 shots for him this game.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Outside Curry. Three-pointer, Hield. Bangs home the trifecta. 7 points in the game.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half, coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Butler against Tatum. And there's the feed to Williams. Can't hit from in close.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Curry passes to Green. Williams with the steal. Hield against Simons. Tatum kicks to Brown. Back to Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
It's just one of those nights where he's been very good, but his team is losing, and that's just an odd feeling.
Curry passes to Santos. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. They kick it out to Green. They get a hand on it. Offensive rebound. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
Here's Brown driving inside.
Carving up the defenders like a surgeon. Brown is gifted at hitting all the way to the rim.
RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
And a deep three from Curry. Rebound, Boston.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him, but luckily his teammates have picked up the slack.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. Hield dishes to Butler. Misses from short range.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Tatum kicks to Simons. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Hield.
And on the court, Simons is like a lightning bolt of energy. He hustles hard and just puts in the sweat to outwork the other team.
We throw good. Simons. Some changes for Boston. Garza's checked in, and it's George Niang in for Tatum.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Now Podziemski. He's got 6. And taken away by Brown. Here's the break. Here's Pritchard. Finished off the break. Oh, no, he may have gotten injured right there. He's in a lot of pain.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible.
Stephen Curry's checked in for the Warriors.
Stephen Curry.
So it's the Warriors now. He was all alone on that one. Curry's got 16 points.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Fires away from outside. Here's Post. Lays it up off the glass. Post has got his second basket of the night. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
And also, guys, they've been showing how dangerous they are in the open floor. When they see a chance to get easy points, boy, they just jump at it.
And a deep three from Curry. Curry with another miss. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 10 on their field goal attempts here in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. RJ, you had a chance to ref a summer league game this past year, so you get a little bit of a feel for what these guys go through.
Being a referee is by far the hardest job in professional sports. To try and keep up with the amount of plays, the amount of possessions, I do not envy their job.
Celtics making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Curry. 16 points for him. Pass to post. Here's Jackson Davis.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
6 to shoot. Driving in. It's blocked. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And you make it easy on Simons when you leave someone that wide open. He's always looking to make the extra pass.
Curry with it. Here's Jackson Davis. And again, no good by Golden State.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
A shot by Pritchard, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And there's the drive. Moody. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Here's Simon. And the slam dunk by Simon.
And this is what Simons does best. Once he catches fire, this guy is a tough one to put out.
On its way from Curry for 2. Rebounded by Hauser. Hauser's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Simons surveying the D. He takes it in. Pass to Hauser. Simons on the wing. Defended by Moody. The offensive rebound. Garza gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now here's Curry. He's covered by Niang. It's good.
Just a wizard with the ball. Look, Curry's creativity is just incredible.
Here's Hauser. No scoring in this one. Here's Pritchard. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Defense has been fantastic. Great defense, offense.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. A moment for an injury report. Right now, an update on Pajemski from David Aldridge. David, what'd you find out?
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Warriors' head athletic trainer, and from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. The team was just starting to settle into its rotations. Now, next man up. Kevin?
Okay, Dave, thanks. Sounds like he won't be out for 2. Setting the floor for the Warriors. Some kind of shooting in the backcourt for him. It's Curry and Hield. Trace Jackson Davis out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Moody in at the small forward position. Now here's Curry. Tight defense on him. And the Natural's going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics. And there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
The D has to respect his range. He made 2 in the first half, and he's capable of draining even more here in the second.
And that one, good.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more
if they want to have a chance to get back in this one.
Here's Butler. They kick out to Hield, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Brown outside. Outside, Simons. Butler against Tatum. And the three off target. Warriors leading by 21. And here we go. Butler heading to the hoop.
Butler on the break. You can't give him any room to run, or you might get your feelings hurt.
Tatum with it. Now Green defending. Knocked loose. Butler with the steal. Outside, Green. Some solid defense from Brown. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul. And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Wasted no time on that one.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
Here's Butler. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Tatum. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Warriors on the break. Here's Butler. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Butler's got 26 points.
And continuing to add to his offense over time, Butler excels at breaking down the defense.
Brown outside. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Butler, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. It's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Pritchard, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Here's Moody. And he's good on the 3-ball. Moody's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Celtics have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6.
Such a great athlete, an elite athlete. JB is at his best, in my opinion, when he is attacking the rim.
Pass to Moody. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Now the pass to Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Warriors with the rebound. Butler's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Hield right side. It's good from long range.
Elite from three-point land. Buddy Hield, whenever he lets it fly, you think it's going in.
Tatum on the wing. Butler with the steal. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, it doesn't feel better when there are more teams that... have a legitimate chance to win it all.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And that one falls for Tatum.
We talk about Tatum's offense, and for good reason, but his play on the defensive end is really valuable for this team.
And stolen by Tatum. Here's Shireman. Misses from close range. The Warriors have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And here is Tatum. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Tatum's got 10 points in just the second half. Now here's Hield. Not a lot of room.
As a larger guard, Hield can get up with the big boys.
The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Tatum no good.
I think at the last second he decided to get slick. I don't think he'll make that mistake again.
Here's Curry. Bucket is good. Curry's got 22.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Celtics. The 11-footer. Jump shot is good. Tatum's got 10 points in the quarter.
And that's probably his most dangerous weapon. Tatum just has a smooth jumper.
Curry passes to Butler. Unloads from 13. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Can you play, Greg? The offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Curry. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year, actually their 5th win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jimmy Butler.
He did a great job following his team's game plan and not rushing anything on offense, which allowed him to catch fire.
Brown finds Simons. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
And you got to get out on that if you're the defense. Simons, too big a threat from deep.
It's Curry outside. And it's White with the rebound.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from 3, and he's pretty good from there.
Keeps it alive, controls the rebound, and puts it back up and in. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Right there, Simons goes to work on the interior. He plays with no fear.
At the line for 2, Anthony Simons.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Curry deciding where to go with it. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting. Thank you.
It's a holiday. It's a party. It's a party. It's a party. Hey, we gon' bring them sparklers out. Time to celebrate. holiday. It's a party. We gon' bring them sparklers out.
Sideways, hyper rock shots, these all you got that.